Sensational.
Welcome, people, to Sensational Podcast. We have the pleasure of having you guys with us today. We're your host, Assam, my boy Temi.
What's up?
And the wonderful sister here with us today.
Hi everyone. How's everyone's weekend?
Amazing.
King's birthday.
King's
Long
birthday.
weekend.
Okay.
Yeah,
That was long as hell.
it was long. Yeah.
But before we get into our weekend, I just want to introduce our lovely Temgazi, our singer-songwriter. Temi,
Hello.
how was your weekend?
My weekend was good.
Yeah, what did you get up to this long weekend?
Family.
Family?
I just found out I have like a cousin that's been living in Australia for some time.
Oh yeah?
We had no idea he was here, and then his mom like called and was like, "Oh my gosh, my son's all the way in Australia by himself," and we're like, "We're in Australia too." They thought we're in England.
So he's been here for...
Yeah,
For
he's been
years?
here he's been here since last November.
Oh, so you
Yeah.
didn't even know you guys were here?
No.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you
crazy.
guys spend time together and
Yeah,
stuff
spent
like
some
that?
time. It was
Yeah.
cute. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. What about you guys? We
Well,
were out.
obviously, yeah.
We had a good
We
weekend.
had to come and show you some love.
Yes,
you
yes,
know,
the sauce.
yeah,
Thank
the
you,
sauce.
thank you.
It went off. It was good.
Thank you for pulling up.
Hey,
No, but we had a
I promised a few times, but I didn't show up. But hey, I came. I saw.
no.
You know?
It was good. We ended the night pretty good.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yes.
You
It's like a place for me. I was there with you.
We were all there together. No, that's crazy. So so today our episode is all about Temi. So today we're literally speaking about how she grew up, you know, things what we need to speak about that need to be spoken about and stuff like that. So let us know how did you where was your start? Where did you start?
With music.
With music, yes.
Okay, so I was born into a musical family. Everybody in my family sang. I didn't really want to do music, but then like my mom literally came with me with a wooden spoon and she's like, "You're going to sing because everybody sings here." So I started singing because of that, and then I just fell in love with it. It just it felt like it was the natural thing for me to do.
Yeah.
And then I started like actually pursuing it properly when I was 16 with my girl group Adirabel. Did the X Factor together. That was cute. Got signed to Sony back then.
Yeah.
And now I've just been doing it by myself, like as a soloist since 2018.
So since 2018, you said? And what made you like want to go solo in the first place?
I think like, you know, like when you're a group of girls, especially when you're teenagers, it's like everybody wants different things or wants to move at a different pace.
Yeah.
And I think it was better for us to kind of just have our sisterhood than try to make something work that not everybody was into at the same time. Yeah.
I think I read something that you guys were inspired by Destiny's Child.
We were inspired by a lot of different groups. You know, the way that it actually came about, right? So I had known one of the girls from like Facebook, right? And I knew she was like a singer, and I had always been like, because she used to post like singing videos of herself, and I was like, I want to be in a singing group with this girl, because I'm like notorious. I was notorious for always like meeting girls and being like, you want to be in a singing group? Because I was just always too scared to pursue music by myself.
Yeah.
And then weirdly enough, she happened to be auditioning for X Factor the year before we went as a group. She was behind me in the line. And then there was this other girl. Every audition that I had ever been to for Australia's Got Talent, anyone that you can think of, from like the time I was 11, we always were in the same audition, but never exchanged numbers. And then one time we exchanged numbers. I tried to find her, tried to call her, didn't work, tried to look for her on Facebook, didn't work. And she happened to walk in the same audition the previous year, standing behind us as well.
That's crazy.
And then I was like to them, you know, if we came back next year as like a girl group, I guarantee you that we'd actually get in.
100%.
Even if we're not good enough, the fact that it's black girls, it would make for a good like TV moment in Australia, because they've never had that before. I'll tell you now, we'll get in. And then we went back the following year, tried to find like a fourth girl, literally met like there's this one girl, she's a big artist in Australia now. Her name's Price.
Price, yeah.
She used to be Sydney based. We saw her like at the train station, and were like, do you want to be in a singing group? Because we are going to go audition for X Factor as a girl group. And she's like, okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
like
go.
literally at the station. And then we went to like try to like practice together.
Yeah.
And then like, I don't know what happened. And then like, she didn't end up coming with us. And then I was like, we need a fourth girl. There needs to be 4 of us because I want a 4-part harmony.
Yeah.
And then one of the girls was like, I have this friend that's a singer. Which happens to be one of the girls called Naomi in our group. And then so we came together and our harmonies just sounded so good. My mom helped us put everything together.
I love that.
The rest is history.
So you guys didn't even like, before that, you guys didn't know each other?
We didn't all know each other. Two of the girls were like besties, but like as like a collective, we didn't all know each other like that. We had to learn.
A group together,
But it gelled. Like it just felt so meant to be. Like we really we honestly loved each other so much. Yeah. Like it was like a sisterhood, and we still love each other so much.
I love that. So do you reckon like, because before you said that like going solo, you wanted to do your kind of own thing, like most of like girl group like bands and stuff like that, do you reckon they fall out because everyone wants to do their own thing kind of thing, or not fall out in a way like it's bad, or like why they want to go solo kind of, do you understand what I mean? Yeah, do you reckon
I feel like it's different reasons. There's definitely like people that are going to be in your ear. There'll be people that come from like different parts, maybe like, you know, in your close circles, or like people in the industry that will like be like, maybe you should be by yourself. You two would be better as a duo. Or like, you know, like different people, you know, everyone wants to come and give an opinion. And I think some people will be like, yeah, you know what? It's true. I would be better by myself. And then they'll leave that. But like for us, for me, it was always about my girls. I wanted to win with my girls. But then it didn't work. I really wanted it to.
So what's your background?
My background, I'm Swazi South African.
Okay, so for me, I don't know where that is.
So Swaziland is like a little country. It's like in the middle of South Africa. It's like landlocked between like South Africa and Mozambique. It's like a teeny tiny country. And then like my South African side from Durban, in a little town called I don't really call it a little town, but like Guamashu.
Okay, so how long have you been in Australia, or were you born here?
No, I was born in Swaziland. I was raised in England, and then I came here for high school, and I've just been here ever since. So I moved here 2007. Okay. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm telling my age.
No, all good. So like bringing up, like coming up on like, you know, Australia and stuff like that, what would you say the hardest thing as a, you know, an artist songwriter in Australia, like a black songwriter?
Girl.
Yeah, let's get there.
And being female as well.
Like, yo, I feel like anyone trying to break out into Australia right now, like as a black artist, especially female black artist, has it so much better. Not has it good. I don't want to say has it good because that would be a lie. But has it better because I feel like, honestly, when we came out with the girls, like, that was back in 2013. People were not scared to be racist to your face. Like, they were not scared to come and tell you exactly how they felt. Like, it was never about whether we were talented enough, right? Like, or from people from behind the scenes of the show to the audience themselves. Like, if you were to go to Facebook on the X Factor page and they'd post a picture of us after like an episode of the show, you'd have people in the comments being like, black this, black that, N-word this, N-word that. But it was never about whether we were talented enough, because that was never the question, you know? That was it. We were talented. But they always had a problem with our blackness, the audience. And so did the people behind the scenes. Like, we had like a Sony executive like literally come up to us and be like, we don't know what to do with you guys, because honestly, there's no room for a black girl group in Australia. Wow. And we were so confused. They tried.
How did you actually take that? Like,
what
was your actually react? Like,
Sony Australia.
What would you actually like? Wow. What was your actual reaction? How did you move from that? Like,
we stood there and looked at this man like, what? And then he's like, no, I have to be honest with you guys. And he's like, you guys should have a white girl in your group. Like, have you considered getting a white girl in your group?
What?
And we're like, no.
No.
So you know what they did? so one of the girls in the group was mixed, right? And so they were like, okay, cool, like made her look as white as possible. They bleached her hair. Put bleach blonde hair on her. Like, you know.
That's insane.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
That is crazy.
Insane.
I feel like most industries are like that.
Yeah.
Because like no one was really accepted. It took a very long time for like black people to get accepted.
Yeah.
And I've always said, in whatever industry you're in or whatever you pursue, you can't be good, you have to be great. Especially like an ethnic minority. For you to even be accepted, for you to be in the conversation. So music, like just knowing all the criticism that comes with it already, even if you are white or black, like on top of that being black as well, I could not imagine. So obviously you saying that, I'm not surprised, but I am surprised because of what he said, but at the same time, I know it would come with it as well. So, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, now that was wild, but I think it was a good thing for that to happen because I think at that time it actually showed me that my skin was not thick enough for that. Like I was not ready for any kind of industry that puts me on a platform for people to have judgment, like open judgment that I can see as well. I was not ready at that point. So it made me go back and ask myself if I really want to pursue music or not. And if the answer was yes, I really had to work on like having thicker skin, and I did. Now I don't give a damn.
And where did you get that strength? You know, being in that position, obviously you would have had, you know, if you were going through a dark time, whatever. Where did you get that strength to keep going?
I had to lean into my blackness. I actually had to lean into my being African. I felt like because I left my country when I was so young to go live in England, and I had like racist experiences over there, and then I moved to Australia and I had plenty racist experiences over here, and I feel like eventually that makes you feel like you are less than because you're surrounded by people that make you feel like you're less than, you know? So I had to take a step back and be like, no, actually, I am a Zulu girl. Like, like I literally come from a lineage of royalty. Like, my last name and my clan names literally tell me exactly who I am. Exactly. Like, the country I was born in, when people greet you, they will say Unjani Nkosi, which means like high king, high queen. Like if like the word for daughter in my language is Nkosazana, which means like princess as well. Like it also translates to princess. Like like that is who I am. Like I have to choose which voice is going to be the loudest, and I chose the voice of my people. I had to lean into that, and that's why with all of my songs I start them off with a Zulu gal, because Australia was trying to tell me, no, you're too black. Yes, I am very black. Thank
very
you.
much so.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah.
No, that's that right there. That needs to be heard. Because you're what? You're a Zulu girl.
Yes.
No, I love that. Love that. So you are a mother, a wifey. How's that? How's that like juggling with being that girl, with, you know, being a songwriter, singer, and stuff like that? How do you juggle, and like how do you take that?
Girl,
I know it can be.
Yeah, it is
full on.
Yeah, it's a lot. But like I was telling you before, like I literally think it's so funny that I'm a mom, because I just feel like I'm so unserious. Like I'm so childish. Like every time, like I think my daughter knows that, like, I'm childish. I feel like she looks at me like, who chose this lady? Like, because who trusted her? Like, because
because what?
I am childish.
You are
like,
childish. Like, I can't imagine myself.
I'm a baby.
Right I'm just a baby.
Yeah, I don't know how the hell how I ended up here, but like I honestly do love it though. Like my husband he's a clown like myself. so it works. We got two clowns raising a baby. You know.
Oh my god.
It's nice though. It's nice. Yeah, we've been together for a really long time. That's like, honestly, that's my twin. Like my husband is my twin. Share the same birthday, everything, birth month, day, year, everything. And my daughter, she's honestly just inspired me to chase everything like full force. She's
literally a mini you.
She really is.
She's literally a mini
I feel like she's such a reflection. Like every time I'm like, do I act like that? Because they mimic everything, you know?
She's literally.
Yeah, she does. Yeah? She is. Like when she was a baby, like I would try to put her to sleep by putting on like lullabies, and she'd literally start making up songs to the lullabies. Yeah.
Okay, then maybe like, you get another artist in the family. Damn.
Crazy.
No, I love that. So what would you like? How would you say you juggle everything.
Can get really hard for real. But I feel like I'm lucky because I have a village, like a really strong village behind me. Like for example, I had this show one time before I had my daughter. My dad asked me, how can we support you after the baby comes? And I said, I have a show 6 weeks after she's born. I need to make sure that I lose any weight that I gained during this pregnancy within that 6 week period so that I can go on that stage, because I don't want nobody knowing that I had a baby, because nobody knew that I had my daughter until she was like 9 months, and then I made a song about it and put it in a music video. But nobody knew before that. So I was like, I don't want nobody knowing. I need to go on that stage and act like nothing happened. So my dad was like, okay, bet. And then turned our garage into like a home gym. And then so once I was like ready to start working out, which was like 10 days after I had my daughter, I was like working out. My whole family was working out with me. I dropped all the weight that I gained during my pregnancy. And then my first show after giving birth finally came. And like now I have a kid, so I can't just go and come as I please. So my husband's friends literally came. 2 of them were watching the baby. 2 of them drove me to my performance. Like, you know, like village type. And that's how it's been for like the past 3.5 years. That's literally what my life has been. I've just been leaning onto my family, but it honestly gets hard. I feel like that part is easy. Like that's easy to maneuver. But I feel like the hard part is when people that are in the industry, I think sometimes they place limitations on you. And they decide for you that, no, you are not going to be able to pursue this, or you're not going to have enough time to do such and such because you're a mom now. You can't do that because, but you're a mom. Like, you're busy. You're not going to be able to. And it's like, but we're not the same. Like, you can't decide for me. But they don't think like that, you know? So I took it personally at first, and that really, really hurt. But now I'm starting to realize that I don't think it has anything to do with me. It has everything to do with how people think this is how I would be if I was in that position. So I wouldn't have enough time to do all of these things. So I don't think she would have enough time to do all of that, you know? But yeah.
On another point of that too, I did hear something. It's like a mother will always put their children first.
Yeah.
So like maybe that's where they come from. I don't know. Obviously, I don't know where they're coming from with that, but that might be because mother will put their child first. So,
Did you think that like when you got pregnant and stuff like that, did you think that it would be, do you think that you would have that much support, like getting back to business and stuff like that? Do you think that?
I feel like with my friends...
Or were you nervous kind of thing?
No, not with like the people in our lives. Like, we really had some serious conversations with like our friends. Like, no, shout out to our little village for real. Because like, like it was, our little baby was a surprise. Okay. She was a little surprised. But like, when my husband's friends and my friends found out that we were pregnant, everyone was like, okay, like, what do you want us to do? Like, how are we going to make this work? You know? Like, and they really pulled through. Like, I'm talking about, we never bought a single diaper for her whole first year of life. Like,
they ate.
Yeah, they really ate with that, for real. Really like, you know? I love that. Yeah, for real. They really came through. So that was helpful. I really wish a village for every mummy out there.
Did you think your career would have continued if you didn't push?
No, I definitely think if I didn't push, it definitely would not have continued, because like you were saying, like, people will always assume that you're going to put your kid first. It's just the natural thing to do, I guess. But honestly, like, as women, we can do everything. Like, I feel like the world forgets sometimes that we're literally capable of juggling so many things at the same time. It's like in the fiber of our being, you know?
Was there ever a doubt though? Like, hey, I might not be able to do it, and you had to get some sort of strength from, you know, friends, family, whatever?
Yeah. I feel like I have those doubts probably bi-monthly. Like, I'll be sitting down, I'm like, damn, I really don't think I can do this. I had one of them doubts like just last month. Like, I have those doubts. I think sometimes like I let those voices get to me. And that was something that never used to happen before I had my daughter. I feel like I was always looking at the, what's the saying? The glass half full type of girl. Yeah. But now I'm like, damn, it's kind of empty. Like this, you know, it's giving empty in this glass. And I think that's just fear. Like it's that fear of like, I think everybody thinks I can't, maybe I can't. you know?
Yeah.
But the reality of it is I know that I can. Like, I definitely know that I can. But sometimes you need the people in your life to kind of like shake you out of your fears and be like, listen, like you can do this, you know? Yeah.
So let's talk about now. Yeah. The worst way. The latest. Talk to us more about that.
Worst Way is my most recent single.
Love it.
Thank you.
Vocals on point.
Thank you.
Love it.
We actually played it before we came here.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. The vocals are up there. So talk to us everything about it.
Worst Way, I took some inspiration from personal experiences. It's basically about the one that got away, as per se. You know, like, I don't know if you guys have ever experienced being in love with somebody, but they're just not good for you.
No,
Like
Toxic love.
like they're not good for you. So I stole from personal experiences, but also just, you know, when you're talking with your friends and like, it's like, damn, this is inspiring. Let me go write a song about this. But yeah, so it's about being in love with somebody that's not good for you, but like you love them, you know, but you're with your new people now, but like they still have a hold on you type vibe.
Yeah, that's a little
Yeah.
TV. That So with that, it's like worst way. You said that, you know, it's when you love someone that's not good for you. What would you say? How would you recognize someone that's not good for you? And it's only regarding like a male or opposite sex kind of thing, or is it just anyone?
I feel like it's like anybody. It can even be like platonic friendships. Like, you know, sometimes you love your friends, but you're not helping each other grow. And you recognize that in the fact, you hold each other back.
We talked about this in the last episode.
Yeah, we actually did, yeah.
Like, you get stuck into your old ways.
Yeah.
And then, like, very easily, especially when you know where you want to go.
Yeah.
You get stuck into who you used to be. We talked about this already, but yeah, for sure. But I feel like friends, can be real toxic too.
Yeah.
'Cause it's like, oh, come do this that we used to do, and you're not trying to do that anymore. You're trying to grow into the new person you're trying to become. So 100%. So I think it would be any relationship you can have.
Yeah.
Even family, to be
honest.
Bro,
Yo, for real, let's talk about that.
Let's talk about it. Maybe next.
Everybody's on their own
100%
independent journey and growing, you know. In this
Yeah.
life. And sometimes you have to let go of people.
Yeah.
You'll meet them later when they're ready. But you
Yeah.
can't change someone's perspective. You can't change someone when they're not ready to grow.
And people need to understand this. I've been saying this for so long. I'm gonna tell this to the camera too. I'm gonna tell this to the audience. You cannot change anybody.
Yeah, say
cannot
that
change
again.
anybody, okay?
Yes.
Thank you.
If they want to,
They will.
I know you girls love to say that, but if they wanted to, they would. But I'm
repeat
gonna say
that.
for real. If they wanted to, they would. Because
Amen.
you can take a horse to the river, but you can't force them to drink.
Period.
Like
No,
that.
let's talk about it.
So we can talk about it.
No, for real.
Like, there's a lot of times where, you know, I'm trying to help someone so bad.
Yeah.
Trying to get them into, you know.
But then they dragging you down
Exactly.
too.
Yeah.
And, like, the potential's there. Everything's there. It's just their mind's not there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest
But
problem.
then you start falling off. And
Exactly.
then now it's like the blind lead the blind.
Blinding the blind.
I
Yeah.
feel like that can be family,
That's what I'm saying.
especially
Exactly.
African families.
Oh, African families.
Yes,
We have the
African
worst for it.
families. Yeah.
Once they believe something, you cannot tell them something.
Yeah, you can't. They want you to just be about that life, and if you try to challenge that,
Yeah,
It's like we create
disrespectful.
cults within families.
Disrespectful.
Yeah.
And then this crazy ideology is just, this is how things are going to be run.
Facts.
And this is what we're doing. That's
Yeah.
it. Whether you believe it or not, this is what we're doing. And that
no
doesn't
questions
work.
If
asked.
you're not
Yeah.
aligned with that, you're disrespectful.
Yeah, you're disrespectful.
You're not,
Facts.
you're not
Yeah.
coming into their system. Like,
Yeah.
You'll be alienated.
Exactly. So that kind of, a lot of ways that, you know, Africans, let's say Africans, ethnic minorities actually,
Yeah.
because like they all
Yeah.
work the same.
No, for real.
That kind of needs to change, especially if they want to grow together and you know build bonds with relationships with them. And
Yeah.
I feel like that's the disconnect there, because
Definitely.
I feel like a lot of young kids can't talk to their parents because they have a narrative of how they want them to be instead of who they are as a person.
Yeah.
So that kind of needs to change as well. Like I talked about this the other
It
day.
needs to
Actually.
change ASAP.
Yeah, because you're breaking that relationship. It's like I can't tell you certain things because you don't want me a certain way. So,
Yeah. That's so crazy. I feel like that's why a lot of depression, silent depression happens in Africa. Well, I can only speak for like the Black African household because that's what I am. Like you see it a lot, like young kids, like people like our generation, like they'll be going through depression, and it's worse because they don't actually have a support system. Like you can't lean on your parents because your parents probably don't even believe in having depression. Yo, I used to hear, hey, depression is for Australia, it's for white people. We don't get depressed in a black house. I don't know depression. Like you hear that stuff a lot. I don't know if you guys experienced that. Like when you hear your parents be like, hey, do you know what I went through as a kid? Do you know what I had to suffer through?
Because they're not even educated with like mental health and
they
stuff
don't
like that.
Want to be. Like if
they
that's
don't want to be.
Yeah.
Pretend never happened.
Yeah.
Because I feel like what they think is like, if I went through it, you guys can get through it kind of thing. So it's like,
No, that actually is so true. I feel like that became so apparent to me. Like during the time when I was pregnant, I had only heard about postpartum depression at the hospital. Like I've never known what postpartum depression was. Like I never knew there was like a kind of depression that comes from after you have the baby. And so I was like talking to like mom and like aunties and all that, and they're like, oh, it can happen, but it's fine, you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. And I'm like, no, like that's not how life is supposed to function. I think that's why a lot of women, like even in the church, or just, you know how we've got the African auntie, like I feel like a lot of them can be bitter or come off as being spiteful or hateful because they honestly have some traumas that they never healed from. You know? And now it's like passed on to the next generation, and like you're not being taught about how to take care of yourself, like your mental health. And like it's just an ongoing cycle,
thing,
you know? Crazy.
That's Let's speak about
That's
that.
a very good point, actually.
100%.
I was thinking about this the other day, actually.
Yeah.
Why the black family is wrong. Look, let me land. Because
airplane.
It's the mentality of traumas can't be fixed. Maybe a prayer can fix it, but other than that, no one's gonna touch it. Prayers can fix it.
Prayers can fix it.
But we on a prayer.
That's simple. And I don't know, like conversations just need to be had. Like I feel like this is the platform where we can, you know, kind of get people involved into it. And if you guys have any like references or you have anything to say, put them in the comments. As Sammy will say, drop a comment. Drop a comment, please.
Drop a comment.
But if you
tag your boy.
Yeah, if you've had some same experiences, or you have something just to say about it, or you want to get your 2 cents out, just drop a comment, let us know, and get a conversation going, because it needs to be heard. It needs to be said. It needs to be.
Look, today's world, man, is crazy. You know, the cost of living, you know, how the crime rate, especially here in Australia, how it's going up, you know, housing crisis, like people are doing it hard. You know, jobs, you know, not everybody's working, you know, people losing their jobs and that. Like, check on your mates, check on your sisters, you know, just check on people, honestly, and try and just be there and be a shoulder to lean on, you know, an ear to listen, and just try to help where you can, because you don't know what someone's going through.
Exactly.
Like, you don't want to get that phone call, such and such happened, something happened, such and such, you know what I mean? Like, it's a very, very tough time in the world today. And
it actually really is,
Yeah, for sure. And all it can take is someone saying, the right person, like, or just someone that means something to you, just saying simply, I'm proud of you.
Yeah, man.
We all have someone in our heads that if they were to say it to us, it would just change your mood. So just
let's talk about that. Listen, Temgazi.
Like
Temgazi has hyped me up in the DMs a couple times. She is the most biggest supporter of mine, because like, you know, she's always like coming through. She's always telling me how proud she is. I'm so proud of you.
I'm so proud of you.
No, it's gonna go back and forth.
That's the problem. This is what we need to happen all the time.
I love it.
Like, it needs to be normalized. Like,
we need more people like
uplifting
Temi, supporting everyone and stuff like that.
Because if certain people told me they were proud of me, I want to go 100 times harder.
100 times harder, exactly.
It's like they're watching me, they can see what I'm doing. But if you're silent about it and no one's really like, and then you're just thinking, am I really doing enough? Am I really doing anything? Like, am I really like who everyone wants me to be? Like,
Yeah.
you just, you don't get that validation. So,
So exactly
that
right.
I'm proud of you. I don't care where you're going, how you've been, but the things I've seen you be doing, I'm just proud of that. And then, you never know, you could change from that. So, 100% with that. Just talk to your friends, talk to your family.
Yeah.
Keep your
Love
point
that.
across.
100%.
Yeah.
So Temi, Promiseland. What was that experience like?
Promiseland. Oh yeah.
Crazy.
I wasn't there, but
Wait,
I
I
heard
wasn't
about
either.
it.
What day were you on?
You ate.
I was on day 2.
Day 2.
Yeah.
Who
I
was on that day too?
I know Thames was on. Lauren Hill was on. Uncle Waffles was supposed to be on, but she never came. I literally I was there for Uncle Waffles.
I was there for Uncle Waffles. I think a lot of people there were for Uncle Waffles.
I wanted to see her and her G-string in person.
Like, what? No, because to be honest, seeing her one time is not enough. We need to see her like 3 times in a year.
No, for real.
No, but Temi. Uncle Waffles, definitely.
Who was your favorite out of everybody? Well, that was.
I didn't get to watch anyone because I was so nervous.
Oh yeah.
I watched these Amapiano artists called, I think they go by as like a group. They call themselves Scorpion Kings, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I didn't watch anyone because I was so nervous. If I see someone performing before me, I literally shake because I have really bad stage fright.
Yeah.
So watching other people perform and I know I have to go next, freaks me out. So
I would have never
didn't
had
watch
a clue.
anyone.
You looked so
Yeah,
confident.
like
So
how does that
scared.
even work?
Like
How
you
do
looked
have
so
stage fright
confident.
and
You
then
just
you-
sucked it up and just said,
Yo.
and
fuck
go
it.
out and perform in front of like hundreds of thousands of people.
I feel like when I hold the microphone, this sounds so cheesy, but I feel like I'm something just switches on. I'm like, oh, okay, now I have to pretend to be this Temgazi.
Yeah.
But I honestly have really bad stage fright. I shake. I'll be in the corner shaking like this.
So how was your night before? What was your were you what was the day before?
I was praying.
praying?
Yeah.
I love that, yeah.
I was literally in the hotel room. I had rehearsals and then I would be by myself just praying. Because I have to get myself in that mental state of you're a singer. You have to go on stage. You said you want to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I had so much fun. It was when you're finally given a big stage and it's okay, I have to prove myself. I have to prove that I can dance and I can sing and I can rap and I can do all these things. I can actually deliver.
Yeah.
So I had fun. I loved how the show ended up coming together as well.
It was really
And
good.
yeah, and again, going back to the whole village thing, I had my girls there because some dancers pulled out last minute. And
Oh, the girl, yeah?
yeah, I had 2 of my friends learn the routine
No way.
just before we went up
That's
on
dope.
stage. Yeah,
What?
and yeah.
Oh my god, that's pretty.
That's what friends are for.
No, that's actually pretty impressive.
No, for real, they
That's
learned
before-
it.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's
They
actually
You're
learned
not
pretty
supposed to be
impressive.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Come there just to watch you, and next
Even though
minute,
Yeah, they
on
literally
stage
came
with
to
you.
support, and I was like, girl,
Put
these
this
girls,
uniform on.
they pulled out,
What?
but and they know the dancers because they've seen me rehearse them
Okay.
so many times. But they're like, okay, show us, clean it up, let's
Yeah,
do
yeah.
this, and then just before an hour before, put it together.
Oh my god,
and
shout
then
out
went
to to
up on
your
stage.
village.
For real.
Shout out to your village for
They
real.
showed up.
Shout out to
For
Temi's
real.
village. Because they came through.
They came through. You would not know.
That's
honestly.
so crazy.
Yeah.
I've always heard artists when they're performing, right? They pick somewhere to look, and then that's their main spot they're looking at. So do you kind of navigate to that? Are you looking somewhere, or you just keep looking around,
Or do you look at
how do
the
you?
audience?
Because I always thought when there's a lot of people just there, people
Who do you
looking
look
at
at?
you perform, it's damn. Yeah. And then where am I looking?
Yeah.
You look up, you look what's going on? You look here, someone thinks you're looking at them, and then it's
Yeah.
how do you navigate around that? I've always actually wanted to ask people.
I look above people's heads until I feel more comfortable. And then once I get comfortable, then I start walking around and find someone to entertain me. Usually it's somebody I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with the dance, how do you get to because me, it's crazy to me. I'm literally watching so many music videos and I'm how do they remember all these dance routines? I mean, choreographies. I mean the words of it. But yeah, how do you guys thank you. Thank you, Mr. Know-It-All. But yeah, how do you guys
Remember the steps?
it's just too much.
Again, yeah.
And how long does it take to
It takes, I don't know. You know, again, like I feel like I keep bringing up village. All of the moves that I do on stage, it's so funny because when I first went solo, right? I didn't have a budget to be paying dancers or like anybody or backup singers or anything. Luckily, thank God, like South Africa is so big on music and like all of that, and all of my friends are basically South African. Like we do this shit, you know? So like my friends can sing and they can dance for fun though. They don't take it seriously. It's just like a fun thing. So we would be at like girls' nights, right? And I'd be like, guys, I have this performance. I don't know what to do for this. And they'll be like, okay, cool. Let's just put this dance together, you know? And someone would come up with a move and the next person would come up with a move. And then we'll be like, okay, we'll just leave it like this for now until like you have to like do a big show. Maybe we'll fix it one day. Yeah. That was 2018 when those conversations were had. But I'm still using those dance moves like right now.
I love that.
So I love that. Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty lit.
Yeah. So because it's been so long, I guess that's why we remember because it's the same moves.
Yeah. So how was it like when you first got that like message from like however you guys receive it from Promiseland asking you guys to? How was that?
Actually, like I went to go meet with one of the people that was bringing artists onto the stage. I had to like be like, yo, listen, trust me, I need to have a spot on the show because I know you've never seen me perform, but I was like, I bet you any money that any international act that you're gonna bring to Australia, I can outperform every single one. Period. And that's not even on some cocky shit. That's like on some true shit because I really feel like once artists are established, they get comfortable. Yeah. They're not hungry anymore. They don't really care because they feel like I've made it. Yeah. But when you're still trying to prove something, you give it your all. Yeah. So I was like, any artist that you can bring, I will outperform any of them. Period. Even if you give me 5 minutes on that stage. So I think they kind of like that little spiel that I gave them. And they're like,
sold yourself.
Yeah. And you did. And you showed up.
It was fun. It was
I
fun.
love that.
Yeah.
Cool.
So what's upcoming in the next 6 to 12 months?
Yeah. Well, I'm supposed to be putting out an EP. And I know that's what my management really wants me to do. I know I have some music videos and some more songs coming out this year. I have a cute little collab that I'm excited about. Yeah. For my next track. But yeah, that's like just more music this year. More music. I pray to God that I can have this EP done. Because that's going to open doors for better things. Yeah.
On that point of collab, who's your like dream collab?
Oh yeah.
One person you just like, damn, I want to work with. Even if it's a producer or something.
It's not Sexy Red, but
he was dying for that.
that's his
Oh my
favorite
God!
artist.
Listen,
Please.
What?
Is
it?
Check my playlist and check
Nice.
these.
He lost.
Really?
Pow, 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 pow.
Oh my
I
God.
didn't know lyrics.
What?
Tell me in the comment. Drop a comment if you think I'm the Sexy Red. Like, you the one. Please.
Nah, sorry.
That's so funny.
But who would it?
For me, I have two. T-Pain.
Ooh.
T-Pain.
He's actually so nice.
Okay.
Yo, T-Pain is crazy.
He actually doesn't need audition.
No, he doesn't.
I heard him live. Like
Yeah.
I heard like something live like recently too.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, what is he using audition all this time?
Yeah.
But it was a trend back then.
Yeah.
And then people put
But he was like the first with it too.
Yeah, he was. He's
He was,
like
yeah.
T-Pain's known. He made it famous. Like,
and then everyone would use the fan just to sound like T-Pain.
yeah.
He brought out the
Yeah.
What? I used to do all the time.
Yeah, I know.
What?
That's crazy.
I'm gonna buy you a train.
Yeah. T-Pain is crazy,
I
man.
love
Especially when
Like,
he used to make songs with Akon, man. That was
yeah.
crazy.
Yes.
Oh, man,
And
that
all
was
of them
great
were
too.
a bop. Like, T-Pain
Bad.
does not have any bad song.
No, I don't
No
think.
bad song.
Yeah.
No, he really
He's
doesn't.
underrated, honestly.
Yeah, no,
He
for
is
real.
underrated.
And he's behind a lot of other artists' songs as well. Like,
He writes all those
yeah,
songs,
he writes, he produces. Like, he is,
He's him.
and he dances
That
like
guy.
crazy talent.
that guy.
Yeah, him and The Dream. I don't know if you guys know The Dream.
Oh, the dream.
The
yeah.
Dream.
He's nice with it.
Oh my gosh, like lyricist on like a whole different level. Like the fact that you can write like a song for like Chris Brown, and then you can write a song for Mariah Carey,
Oh,
and they're so different, but like you deliver so like Beyonce, Justin Timberlake, he's written for like so many people, and the songs sound like that artist. It doesn't sound like his own music.
Yeah.
You know, like dream collabs, those two.
Far.
For real.
That'll be lit.
That would be lit.
Soon, don't worry.
What about performances? Like, who would you want to perform with? Like, on stage, and then like, you know.
You know who would be really dope? You guys know Normani?
Normani.
Yeah. She was in Fifth Harmony, like this little X Factor group from way back when, from America. She was in a group called Fifth Harmony, and they did some song called "You Can Work From Home."
Oh yeah, I think I know that.
Yeah, and like they were a really big little girl group. Yeah, they were big. Yeah,
Did she still perform
to them? No, this is in like America.
Just by the name, I don't think it's something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they were a girl group from like X Factor America, but then she went solo. And oh my gosh, if you guys watched any of her music videos, that girl is a star. Like she is a star. Like, you know when you think pop star?
Yeah.
I feel like there are some people that are pop stars and other people are artists. She is a pop star.
Yeah.
Like, you know when you're like, oh my gosh, I want to be her. Like, you want to be that star as a little girl and you're watching them.
It's her.
She gives those vibes.
Yeah.
Like, she's a star. She can dance and like she really kills it. Like, she'll be doing a backflip while like singing a high note. Like,
Can you do a backflip?
Girl, no.
No.
I'm trying to learn how to have my toe touch my
You have to. Practice now. Because if I don't see her,
yo, she's so good. Like, no, you guys, whenever you get a moment, please watch any one of Normani's, even her live shows.
Okay.
She sounds exactly
right.
like her recorded like music.
Have
like,
you met her?
huh? No, I wish. Like, I would love to perform with her.
Yeah.
Like, she's fire.
Okay.
Please, like, anytime. Honestly.
Crazy.
Back to that question, have you been around like, you know, any artists, like big artists out there that have inspired you? Like,
yeah, I feel like lately it's been a lot of South African artists.
oh yeah.
Yeah. A lot
Let's
of these
talk about
Amapiano ones.
Amapiano.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It hits different in South Africa.
Yeah.
be honest,
honestly.
yeah.
Like in Africa in general. Amapiano is like a genre that I love. I think I love it more than Afrobeats nowadays. Just because I love beats. This guy would know back in the day when I used to have subwoofers and all that kind of stuff.
You would hear him before you see him. Something like that. Boom.
But man, like Amapiano is like, I love it. I love it. And man, it's just growing every year.
Yeah.
Like it's throughout Africa now, everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Even here, like I don't think I listen to much what do you call it? Afrobeats anymore.
For real?
Really?
Yeah, I'm a piano all the way.
No, to be honest, Amapiano has been killing it lately.
Yeah, they have been killing it.
How you feel about Nigerians trying to claim it?
Oh, child.
Oh,
Let's get there.
that's sensitive. Hey, put in the comments.
Hey, like,
Shout out to all my Nigerians.
I love Nigerians, but y'all are wrong for that.
Yeah.
You are wrong for that. And I support all of my TikTok and Twitter South Africans dragging Nigerians every time.
Thank you.
But I feel like it's become like a joke between the two nations now.
Yeah.
So anytime like when like there'll be like a new Afrobeats track, now the South Africans will be like, oh my days, like this like Rebecca Malope, which is like a South African gospel artist, they'll be like, she did so good in Azonto, or like some random like track from like, you know, there. But yeah, y'all gotta stop claiming Amapiano. You guys did not make Amapiano popular. Thank you.
Wait. Look at the camera. Tell the audience.
Amapiano is from Mzansi, South Africa. Okay, it has nothing to do with y'all, and you recognize it because anytime when it's an what do they call it? Afropiano
Afropiano is crazy.
Afropiano song, and it's just the Niger artist. I love y'all, but let's be real. You do not do it like us. You don't do it like. Let's be real. You can tell, and you know why? Because it's not authentic. You know, there's made in China, and then there's made in Nigeria. There's made in China, and then there's made in Niger. I'm joking. No, but I love Nigeria though. But
we all love Nigeria.
No, but personally. I know
It had to be said.
but like I'm from South Africa, I know, but like I I love Afrobeats, guys.
Yeah.
Like Afrobeats is my favorite genre.
It opened up
It opened the doors.
the
for
doors
everything
for
else.
Yeah.
Afrobeats.
you know.
Yeah, for real.
And when P Square and
Yeah.
back in the day,
Oh, yeah,
them,
real
them,
bad.
them guys
Yeah.
like
Real
bro,
bad.
like now it's the biggest what do you call it, genre of music,
Yeah.
you know, it's
No,
overtaking everything.
that's actually true. I do, like, as much as Amapiano is getting really big now, I do think that honestly, Afrobeats opened, like you said, a lot of doors for Africa as a whole to be recognized, like in terms of music. I think people started taking us seriously and actually stopped to listen to Africa because of Afrobeats. Yes, there's other genres before that. I know Congo did its thing as well,
Yeah.
but I feel like Afrobeats was real international,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
very
facts.
international, and it was recognized everywhere. And there was even, because you know when you look for like genres of music, like on like Spotify or like anywhere, before it was called like world music, but then there was actually a genre that was there called Afrobeats, you know, and that needed to happen.
Yeah,
and then it created the room for what is now Amapiano.
Even all the remixes,
Yeah.
like, all these artists just trying to get on it.
Yeah.
You know, trying to get a little bit of buzz. But even on that music point, it's bigger than music
Mm.
because that's opening doors for people to go to Africa, actually see what Africa's about.
Yeah.
It's not just about the music. It's
Yeah.
like,
Man, back to
the
Africa.
music's this good,
and,
then how is it over there?
Yeah.
Like,
Ghana.
you know?
That's like a huge event at the end of every
Yeah.
year. And that's just influenced by
Yeah.
Afrobeats, you know, and
real.
Amapiano. Like
For real.
everybody heads back home, you know.
Afro
Facts.
Nations.
Crazy, yeah.
Afro
Afro
Nations.
Nations,
Afro
yeah.
Nations.
I need to go to
Crazy.
that.
Portugal.
Yeah.
Next
But how
month.
do you guys listen to Amapiano? Like, you just be listening to just Amapiano. Like, okay, listen, I love my people, but yo, Amapiano's loud. It's just constant do, 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 do.
Yeah, it's not every day.
Yeah. No,
when
but
the time's
other
right.
people
When you're in
really
the
do
zone,
that
it's
about
just
it every
like-
day.
To be honest,
Especially when you
time.
learn and you just turn that shit up and just be like, yo.
No, to be honest, if I listen to one Amapiano song in the morning, it gets me up.
Really?
Yeah, my ride back, you know, I'm riding to work. Yeah, that's gonna keep me up.
Girl, I
I
just
might
feel
even be
like...
wrong for this, but at the gym, what?
Yeah, at the
yeah.
gym, I
At the
get
gym,
the
come
on
gym.
then.
Gets
I
you
get
hyped
the
up.
gym,
Hop
yes.
me up a
At the
little
gym.
bit.
I feel like if you gotta wake up, you roll over and it's like, boom.
Oh, not like that.
Amapiano, Amapiano. I'm like, you're
Not like
crazy.
that.
You're a little bit crazy.
Not like that. Like when, you know, have my peaceful time and then in the car,
Yeah, I
when
feel you.
distract me from these crazy city
Yeah.
drivers.
You'd be a subwoofer abuser. Oh, I can already see it. Like him.
No, wait.
No.
I have my times are reasonable.
The way he's in teeth, I know you're like, please. I can hear her before I can see her.
Yeah.
That's all right. It's a good time though. It's a good time.
Of course.
It's a good time. It's a
Enjoy
good
yourself.
time. It's a good time. Amapiano, yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Amapiano's good.
Not
The
time.
dances though, you gotta try to.
Oi,
the
I
footwork.
cannot get those dances on
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
I just look like a fool.
Me too.
I look like an
Me
idiot.
too, girl.
No, you kill it. Shut
no,
up.
go. Amapiano?
You literally kill it.
I feel
No,
like-
actually, wait.
No.
No, you actually dance.
No.
Those videos.
Yeah, if somebody says shake your ass,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
there.
sorry.
I'm winning. I'll shake my ass.
Yeah.
If someone says I'm a piano, do 1-2 step. Sorry, I lose.
No,
Yeah.
like, do you know what? Like, music videos deadly. Uncle Waffles. Was
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Wadibusa.
What it was? Yeah, that one. The leg work. I'm like, what? I watch that music video every day, and I'm like, how do you guys?
Yeah.
And I tried
She
now.
killed it.
She actually
Shout
ate
out
with
to
that music.
shout out to Waffles though.
Can we actually shout out to Waffles?
Shout out to Waffles because she's not South African, but she's pushing
not?
it. No, she's from Swaziland, born same country as me.
Okay.
Yeah, but she's pushing it, right?
Yeah.
So they don't claim to be South African.
Who?
Swat.
Swaz.
Oh no, we are not South African.
Yeah.
We are
They
not
don't
South
claim
African.
it, like,
Hell
Is it
no.
the same culture?
I mean, there is Swazi people.
Because we are
in-
way up in the north. So
Yeah,
we don't know what's
so
going down
yeah,
there.
yeah. No, so there's the Swazi tribe in South Africa, so it's one of the official South African languages.
Yeah.
So there's the Swazi
11,
people.
right? 11
Yeah,
official
11
languages.
official languages.
You
I
speak,
think.
hold on, let me try and get this right. Kosa?
Xhosa. Yes.
he's happy.
I
Done.
do.
Oh, look at it, look at it.
He's gonna get big after that.
Hey,
It was the click
That
of it.
was good. You click.
It was the
You
click of
click.
it.
Yeah, you click.
I love that.
Yeah,
You're
but I
not
do. I do.
is. He ate that one.
Yeah,
to be
you
honest.
did. That
Yeah,
was
yeah.
actually really
actually
good. Did you practice that?
hey.
That was
Maybe,
dope.
but-
He's a baby.
No, I was there in 2022.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Our driver was like, he was from Rwanda.
Oh, what?
But living in South Africa for about 10 years, and he actually learned.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that do that. It's really nice. But yeah, so like Waffles is from Swaziland. But there's a Swazi tribe in South Africa, and there's actually more Swazi people in South Africa than there is in Swaziland, the country.
Yeah.
Oh, it actually goes by Eswatini now, actually. But yeah, so yeah, there's only like Swaziland is so small. There's only like 1 million people there, like just a bit over 1 million people in the country. But no, we don't claim to be South African. Yeah, they're very proud to be Swazi. But then there's Swazi speaking people that are South Africans.
Was that a country that broke away from South Africa, or
that was like way back, like time back, like when Shaka Zulu times, when like different people were moving, like you had the Ndebele people like moving to like what's now called Blawayo in like Zim, and then you had like people like going everywhere, you know. So then like Swaziland, just like the Swazi people went and like did their own thing, and that became Swaziland. Which is kind of like Lesotho as well, and like Botswana. Like there's like Sotho people and Tswana people, speaking people within South Africa, but then there's the separate countries. The
only reason I said today still claim to be South African because a lot of African countries, their tribes is like their life, and it's like we don't associate with the rest of them. Like it's like you won't claim anything, you won't be from there, I don't mess with them. Like that mentality. That also needs to go.
Yeah, man, that's cray.
Like they could be next door, but because you're from there, it's like it's like beefing blocks in the road.
It's like
like,
what? We could be like we're totally different countries. Me and you walking down, let's just say somewhere in Sydney. They're just gonna see two black people.
Yo,
you know what I mean?
say this.
Literally.
We're not allowed to swear here, right?
Yeah.
I say this all the time. I say that all the time. Like, I don't know if you experienced it when you were in South Africa, but as much as I love my people, there's so much xenophobia in South Africa. And I feel like a lot of us, if we're really, really to be honest, like a lot of us, it doesn't matter how extreme it was in our families. I feel like we grew up on xenophobia and vibes, like low key. Like it maybe like in some families they would be like, you can't go and date another nationality. Like they would just tell it to your face. But then others like,
and you guys have three.
What do you mean?
Like with you got whites, blacks, and then you have colored.
Yeah, and
so
then there's
we don't have that.
And then the Indians.
Oh, 4.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know. Wow.
Wait. What? Indians?
Yeah.
No, there's a lot of Indians there.
Yeah, in Durban, there's a lot of Indians.
Oh. Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So 4.
I mean, there's a lot. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more than that, but that's what I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like you can't get it wrong. Like
yeah.
Each group fits into its own category. That's it.
Yeah. It's so true. Like you could have like a colored, which is I think other people in different places would consider them mixed.
I just feel weird hearing that. Like colored. What are we talking about? Colored.
It's like half caste.
Yeah, I know. But
not
like,
really.
Hearing it.
It's like it's different to half caste because I feel like half caste would be like one parent being one thing and the other being something.
Then it's half caste that have like all come together.
Yeah, so they have
started
like
their own thing.
like generations of mixed people just like breeding mixing together. They've just been breeding together like in their own segregated area. So they've just become the coloreds. Yeah. You know? But then like you'd find like you could even find like a color that would be like darker skinned, right? And they'll be colored. Like, and you just gotta recognize them as being colored. Like, they come in so many different shades. Where I feel like internationally, mixed people or colored people would probably be considered like light skin, curly hair.
The thing is, you can't call yourself colored anywhere else in the world. Like, people, you call yourself colored. What? What do you mean colored?
Yeah.
Like, what? Like, what are we talking about? So, I don't know.
It's crazy though, because I feel like how South Africa views race, especially when it comes to the whole color thing, it's something that was like opposed to us by the white man, right? But I also feel like the version of like that whole thing that the world supports and sees it as was also brought onto us by the white man, you know?
Yeah.
So there's like this constant battle of like, no, they're not colored, they're black. And no, they are colored because they're not black. But it's like we all feel the way that we feel because a white man said that's how we should be viewing it.
That's true.
You know? Because America didn't want for like they were okay with like, you know, the 1 drop rule and them being like, yeah, you're all black, because we're gonna need more slaves. And then like in South Africa they're like, nah, we don't want you to feel empowered like that, so your black people are just black by yourself, and then we're gonna have these other people so they can be above y'all and y'all will always know that you're at the bottom type vibe. Like it's a mentality that was like opposed.
It's like it's just access. It's like at the end of the day, if you're a certain thing, this is what you have access to, what you can do, or what you're accepted to do.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to accept you to be doing this if you're black. We're not going to accept you to do this if you're colored. But, like, you can get certain royalties for being certain colors.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's kind of segregated everyone from
has.
what they really are.
It
At the end of the day,
really
you're a
has.
human being.
Yeah.
So, let's treat each other like that.
And it comes from different waves of, you know, people coming to sort of take over the land, you know what I mean, and colonize and all that kind of stuff. Like our beef was with the Arabs.
Yeah.
You know, when they left, you know, whatever. Then the what do you call it? The English came. You know what I mean? Then it was like, all right, now we're gonna fight again, sort of thing. So it's just that's happened throughout the whole of Africa. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
Did you guys have that same thing where it's like, if you are a certain skin tone or a tribe, then you are considered better than one other?
Yeah, definitely.
Tribe?
That's
Tribalism is a huge thing.
A very big thing in South.
Really?
Sudan.
If you're from this tribe, I don't mess with you because you're from that tribe.
Yeah.
You can't marry this one because you're from that tribe.
Really?
This is what I was talking about before, like these tribal restrictions because you're from that tribe and I'm from this tribe. We can't be this and you can't be that. And I don't see you as this way.
But the funny thing is we come together for everything else, right? In this life until we start talking about tribes and it's like, no, I can't mess with you. I can't mess with you. It's just, I don't know. It's just a sensitive topic. It's just like religion, pretty much these days. You know what I mean? It's crazy to me. Yeah. Me, I grew up here and I've never looked at tribe or color as a thing. Ever. You know, it's like I see people as people, and I'm sure that all you here on this table do the same thing. And
100%.
But more people need to see the world in the same way.
And let's get everyone's like comments on that. Like, what do you guys think about that? Like tribal selection of groups, tribal ways of thinking.
Yeah.
Just what are your thoughts about it? How it is, and doing it in a Western society as well. Is that really gonna better us? Is that really gonna set us back? What is this really doing for us? So let's start thinking like that and start brainstorming because you know let's all grow together and you know we're in a Western society to better ourselves, not hold each other back. At the end of the day.
And you see, I see that every group of people is striving in every Western world that they go, except our community. We hold each other back.
That's actually true. I do think though that we have the perspectives that we have because we've grown up here. I think being exposed to different groups of people and being taken outside of one thing and seeing so many different things, you see life from a different lens, right? Because I think these ideologies are passed on from the older generations, and that's because that's all they have ever known before we were moved here, right? So like if you're gonna be in one place, like what I was saying about the whole xenophobia thing, I feel like personally I grew up around crazy xenophobia, right? Like within my family. And it took me having to live South Africa and Swaziland and move to England and Australia and then be like, these other Africans are really not, they're just like me, like you know. And then I'm like, oh please, I'm gonna be with this one. Like I can marry a Zimbabwean guy. Like we're literally all black, and because that's because when we come here, we seek each other because you want to feel a sense of belonging. So it's no longer about where's my tribe at though. Like it's about where are the black people at. Like you seek each other, and then you start to see each other as humans. But then if you were to talk to someone that is your age in Africa right now, living that reality, they will look at you like you're crazy.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like,
100%.
yeah, there would be such a huge clash because as much as we are so proud to be African and black and all this, we have been diluted in other ways. It's like for the better and it's positive. And then in other ways, it's like, tap back into your culture, you know? But like, I feel like with this stance, it's a good thing to kind of change that narrative because now it's on us to stop generational curses. And a generational curse can look like pitting two tribes against each other. You know, now it's like our responsibility to teach the next generation different, you know, because our parents taught us that or the grandparents taught us that, but now we can shift that narrative, you know? So
it's more like we need to tighten our cultural ways, but loosen our diversity to others. Because it's like, black is black at the end of the day. It's like, like we're coming here as outsiders. How are we gonna look at each other as outsiders once we're here? That's how you destroy each other's paths. It's like, because now if I open a black business, boom, in a white neighborhood, I'm expecting all the black people to come, but they're not gonna go there because I'm from a certain place, certain tribe, and then it's actually a reoccurrence in black businesses at the moment. Certain people won't support you just because you're a certain tribe, certain area or whatever. And then even if you're from the same tribe, sometimes your family beefs already. So it's like,
it's like, now he's cut off.
Exactly. And then we're already disadvantaged from being in a white society. It's like, they're not going to come there. The other minorities are not going to come there. And my own people are not coming there. It's a black business that is just getting abolished. There's no support. There's no guidance. There's nothing happening. And it's all because of ego and how they want to, you know, push a narrative on everyone. So
and competing against each other.
Exactly. So like,
big one.
No one's better than each other.
Yeah.
Like, people need to realize, like, we're all here together.
We're all here to win.
Yeah, to win
together.
So why are we trying to bash the other man for just acceptance of what my ego thinks is right? So
100%.
It's something that needs to be talked about.
No, it's true.
This is what this platform's for.
Exactly.
Yeah. It does need to be talked
100%.
about.
I'm gonna keep saying it. The comments. We want to talk to you guys as well.
100%.
So you guys get in them comments. Let us know what you think about it. You know, even timestamp it. You know, let us know what you think about certain things.
Yeah.
If you have anything to say about it, and have a conversation about it for sure. But that's my 2 cents.
100%.
No, that's actually straight facts. And I feel like it will be the same people that will go back and be on social media like, as black people, we need to come together. Black empowerment, black women, power to the black. And they'll be the same ones being haters and not going to support that people. Like, it's crazy. Like, in order for us to be seen, we need to be moving together. Like, I feel like we're the only group that doesn't see that. I feel like we're the one group that really lacks in that kind of thing.
It's just the segregation with the tribes, the country, whereabouts you from, the colored, the mixed, whatever. It's just all entitlement. It's just titles. At the end of the day, it's titles.
Yeah.
We just title ourselves as black and that's it.
Yeah.
But you'll never see them ask the white man that.
Facts. So see, look.
Where's your background from?
Exactly.
Is it from Ireland, England?
Yo,
France?
for real.
You know what I mean? Like, but why are we so worried about where your skin tone is from? Where you know where your looks come from as a darker skin person?
100%.
You know what I mean?
Even like with the black business, a white price is not the same as a black price. A white price is like, oh, okay, they'll pay it. Black price is like, why is it this much? I can
negotiable.
Do this. Yes, negotiate. Negotiate.
Looking for a sweet deal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. Like, most African countries, like, you know, markets or whatever, they do negotiate. But at the same time, we're not there anymore. This is a business. It's not a market. Even though a market might be a business, but at the end of the day, it's a business. To run a business in a Western society. Why are you questioning my price? And you would not even second guess another white man's price.
I feel like it's a lack of respect.
Woolies, you just pay boom, 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 boom.
It is a lack of respect.
Yeah.
If you had a market that like a black person owned, they're gonna question every single thing. Even why the tissues is too much.
Yeah, it's a lack of respect because honestly, I feel like
And then not only
black
that,
people disrespect each other.
we have to bring our shit from across the ocean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fly it here or ship it here, whatever it might be. You know?
And that's a cost in
Woolies,
itself.
you know, they've got their own courier companies and all that kind
and
of
I've
stuff.
seen
So
it.
they ain't paying for that kind
I've
of
actually seen it firsthand as well. Black business owners will they'll limit their price because they know of the responses they'll get from their biz. And like like I've seen it way too many times. Like they'll put the price down just to validate everyone else's opinion.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. And
That's
it's already
sad.
taken away from their business. And everyone's out here trying to survive. So
It's a crazy world today, man.
Yeah.
It is.
So there's just so many setbacks that you have as being colored, being black, or being mixed. Being
In this
African,
world
white.
though, in this country, we are literally all black.
Literally.
Like that's literally how everybody sees us. I feel like even if you were to see an African American and like someone from, I don't know, Sudan or like anywhere, like if they were to be seen just walking together on the street in Australia, they would be seen as two black people. You wouldn't be like, oh, that one is American until they open their mouth to actually tell you.
Yeah.
Like that's how the rest of the world sees us. And I feel like all of this segregation, yes, it may have been brought by white people, as they say. Yes, that's true. But then I feel like we have kept it alive for so long and it's been passed on, like I was saying before, generation to generation, and it's killing like the legacy that we could be living behind as just black people as a whole. Because I feel like we honestly have so much power as a collective, like internationally throughout the entire world. I feel like we set the tone for what is popping right now. When it comes to music, when it comes to slang, when it comes to anything, I feel like black people are the taste makers because that's the power that we have. But I feel like that stops like growing and becoming something bigger when we start focusing on the no, actually, I think I'm better because of and fighting over these petty little things. Like, we could be focusing on doing so much. Like, even here in Australia, like, with you guys doing this podcast right now, when there's artists, like, you know, pursue music and all of that kind of stuff, everyone is trying to entertain, right? And if we built a community banded behind each other, supported each other, that's power. That's when you see like all of these, the white executives, like the attention you're trying to get from people, they will start looking and be like, oh, they said that podcast is cool. Okay, cool. Let's listen to them. Oh, they said that music artist is good. Okay, cool. Let's listen to them because we told them that this podcast is good, because we told them that that artist is good. We literally are the ones that set the tone. Like, it's not anybody else. We tell them what's hot. Like you saw that with Promiseland, right? Promiseland the year before, they didn't have like black artists opening for the show. You saw how black people came together to drag Promiseland on that page? They came together and dragged the hell out of Promiseland. Like, they dragged. And then the following year, they were like, yo, okay, like, where are the black artists at? Let's get these black people on the stage. That's power. That's the kind of pull power that we actually have. We tell them what's hot. We tell them what needs to be happening. And I feel like if people stopped and recognized that, damn, we're actually powerful, that's when they'll be like, okay, cool, like let's sit down and let's have these conversations. What should we be doing next? What are we pushing next? You know? We could be more. We could be striving as a collective.
It takes us working together, you know? Whether you're an artist, you know, podcast, whatever it is that you do, you have a car business, you have whatever. It takes a community, like you say, always what you're saying before, with your family. It takes a community of people coming together to push each other, you know, for us to all win. But you can't do it alone.
You can't.
You know what I mean? Like, that's just what I believe. So
100%. Like, even if, like you said, the car business, why wouldn't I go to you for the cars? Or if you're a mechanic or whatever, why wouldn't I go to you to fix my car if I'm not trying to support you? That's the thing. You always think about your price isn't the right price, but the white man's price is. That's the one.
No, exactly right.
It's fucked up.
That is.
It's fucked up.
It is.
So everybody, work together.
Yes,
Let's
work
get this
together.
money.
Together.
And love yourselves, because that's where it starts. Loving
Facts.
yourself.
Because black is so powerful.
Yeah.
It's
when
crazy.
you recognize how good you are as a person, as a people, you stop looking to other ethnicities and other
100%.
people and being like, no, maybe they're the right one. Maybe they're better.
Can I ask you a question? Have you ever seen a Chinese restaurant run by anyone other than Chinese?
No.
I haven't even seen someone like other than a Chinese person working there. They only have their people.
Exactly.
So then,
Whether
what
they
are we
know
doing?
English or not, whatever.
What are we doing?
No,
They only have their people.
I ain't gonna lie, Asians, I've been wanting to say, Shout out to y'all. Look. What other ethnicity will clean your feet and your toes with no question asked? Like they'll just clean it, because they know what it means of having stepping stones to get to where you want to go. Yeah. Big problem with the black community, a lot of other minorities as well, is like a big ego thing. It's like, I don't see myself doing that. I can't do that. Like, it diminishes my name. But them Asians will get in there, they'll clean their feet, they'll clean theirs, no questions asked. Boom, 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 boom.
They're the biggest hustlers.
On to the next.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, they're a multi-millionaire.
Yeah, the biggest hustlers, bro.
Some simple like that.
Yeah.
So they work together.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do work together.
Yeah.
They do.
For real.
They stick together.
They really do.
They literally stick together.
They do.
Bro, black people want to tear each other down.
Yeah.
For real. That'll be
It's
the
like,
first
how the
ones.
hell are you doing better than me? Come back
Why,
then.
like, why is that an issue? Like, why? I don't understand why that's an issue at all.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
No, it's so true. Like even
wait
when
your
I talk
turn.
for real. Even when I talk to like my artist friends, like I feel like everyone has the shared sentiment of like, I don't want to perform in front of black people. I don't want to sing in front of black people. I want a white crowd.
Yeah.
Like, it's the worst experience. Yes, I wouldn't. I don't like performing in front of Africans.
I would assume because, they're more judgmental. Like, you know, white people are like
they are so supportive. They literally like will be like, yes, woo, and like they'll be enjoying themselves. They'll be hyping you.
But black people, they're not afraid to show you that they don't like something.
No, they go out of their way. They go out of their way. Like they literally come to I've seen people running to the front of the stage just to be like,
what the hell was that?
Yeah, like just to sit there and make you uncomfortable.
Paid money.
Yeah.
You go out of the house.
It's so disappointing.
Fresh.
Paying to hate is crazy.
Yeah, for real. It's not for real. No, for real. Running to the front of the stage to be a hater is wild.
Yeah,
that's
like
crazy.
Do better, guys.
That
Let's
is
do better.
crazy.
Let's do better.
Again, tell sign that we don't support our people.
That's wild.
That's crazy.
I can't.
And then they take advantage of your weakness. That's what these big execs do.
Yeah.
They take advantage of your weakness. That's why they would have been like, to that point you were saying before about being a white audience or trying to get something white into, because your own people won't even support you.
Yeah.
So why should we support you?
Yeah. 100%.
Simple like that. But if they saw, that's why like what we talk about Afrobeats and like it's starting to build up. Like we're all supporting each other with that. That's why like these big execs they see it. That's it. Kind of just works all in a circle.
Exactly.
They only want to come and eat.
Yeah. They see dollar signs. They see dollar signs when they look at us and the stuff that we're doing.
Exactly.
Yeah, just like all these 100%. Huge shows now, they're inviting the Amapiano stars. They're inviting like the Afrobeats stars and stuff like that because they're like, oh, the black people said that's cool. Oh, that's the new genre. Yep. Okay, bet we're gonna make money from you guys.
Yeah, even
like
with sports right now.
Yeah,
like all the Australian teams. There's always a one black person in every team, whether it's AFL, NBL. All that, like, it's starting to get accepted. But back in the day, you would get, just from a local comp, you'd get criticized just for being the color you are, even though how good you were.
Yeah.
In sports.
Exactly, in sports all the time. Soccer, you probably know that too.
Crazy.
Exactly.
Crazy.
But now look at it. All going into the Australian teams.
Yeah.
And just, performing.
Yeah.
Performing. Because it's now accepted.
Yeah.
Accepted.
Unfortunately.
How long for, but we'll see.
Accepted.
Exactly.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
As if you have to like ask for the acceptance.
Yep.
That's wild.
All right, Temi. So ending the show, would love to like hear some advice for our upcoming artists, African female artists and stuff like that in Australia. Like what advice would you give them? And like, like especially now in this time where it's very easy. I mean, not very easy, I would say, but like easier than it was before back in the days to like get your name out there. What would you say your advice would be?
I would say it is a good time to be black right now in Australia since 2020. So take full advantage of it. Put your music out there, and whatever it is that you want to pursue it. And find your community within that space that you're in. Find your supporters that are doing the same thing as you, because you're gonna need them. So yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
So yes, find your supporters. Find a fam. You make a little family. Get out there and just
Your
get out
tribe.
there. Do your thing.
Yes.
Your group, your people.
Love that.
Yeah, 100%. And keep supporting.
Yeah, support each other.
Support each other. Whether it's a friend, fam, or like someone that's you look up to, or I don't know. Just
It's not hard to support.
Just support. It's easiest to support.
It's so easy.
It is.
It's very easy to support.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, share, and comment. That's it. That's the
Literally. That is
Before we get there, Temgazi, what's the word of the day?
What is the word of the
what
day?
is the word of the day?
the word of the day?
We have a word of the day.
Oh, that's nice.
What's your word of the day?
Be great. I don't know. Like, say, what's your word of the day?
Yeah, like show out, show up and show out.
Period.
Show up.
Yeah.
And
Show up,
Show up and show
out.
out.
Y'all heard
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
Y'all heard
Like.
it first.
comment, subscribe.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Until
much for
next
watching. See you next time.
Peace.
Bye.
Sensational.